Greetings, we are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack, and let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Tonight we are playing Bloodlords using Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a D20 high fantasy system. If you'd like to follow us along in our chat, we're on Twitch, as well as you can watch our videos on YouTube at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe and hit that bell notification. Oh, hope everyone's doing okay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm doing okay, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Finally decided to give me my interview for those jobs I was looking for.
Well, thought you said at least 2 of them were already filled.
2 of them are, 2 of them aren't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah reset his internet or something because mine also disconnected to it.
Well, mine's working on it. That might be why yours didn't, because I already set mine up.
Oh no, I don't even have the program. I'm just saying I'm not connected to the internet either.
Oh.
Like, my laptop is.
It's so groovy.
So I'm like, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Maybe it was the something share. I can't remember what the company's called that had that cyber attack that it didn't really, but it was auto.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Ugh, I'm dead. Anyways,
We're all dead, except for Fred. Fred's alive.
Yeah.
Jules is alive.
She's like, that's debatable.
I know that feeling.
If you weren't alive, you wouldn't be drinking that.
she could be a ghoul. I guess they're technically alive, but they're not really. Are you a ghoul? Are you a ghoul? That makes sense.
Like,
She's like, I'm a ghoul, and instead of drugs, I take whatever
My gosh.
sugar. I guess that's kind of a drug.
I suppose it's a little confusing because
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the sugar. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Brian, do you want one?
not yet. I'll get
Okay.
one later.
Yeah. Don't forget to get the caps to Jules.
I suppose it's just that I imagine like HP Lovecraftian ghouls are more alive than like standard fantasy ghouls in my mind.
Yeah.
But there's also the Fallout ghouls,
True.
which are actually alive.
Until you shoot them.
They're still tougher than most humans.
That doesn't take much.
Well, yeah. I guess it depends on the ghoul as well, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're. Guess zombified is the correct term, but basically just radiation prolongs their life, I guess. Because
Yeah,
I mean, they can
'cause
still die, and they
if
still.
you keep your mind in the Fallout universe as a ghoul, you're basically immortal as long as
Yeah.
nobody kills you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't remember. Do they eat? Like I know
Yeah, they
feral
eat.
ghouls eat everything, but
Yeah, they eat.
okay.
Because, I mean, even in the Fallout one, he kills that ghoul that's turning and then hands her the knife saying, ass jerky don't make itself. Get busy.
I still haven't finished that show.
Oh, I hope I didn't just spoil that for you.
No, if I was really super into it, I would have finished it.
That's fair.
I forgot, do we get hero points in this one?
Yes. That's part of Pathfinder rules.
Well, we seem to modify them, so that's why I was asking.
Like I feel like we should change the name. Undead points. Geb loyalty tokens. That's about as far as I would go. But they exist in this one.
I would throw one to you, but
Nah, it's okay. It's gonna be easier for you to hand them out for me. I'd be like, you there, peasant, hand out those hero.
Brian's like,
points.
never mind, nobody gets any extra.
It's just too far for me to go from my lordly throne over here over there amongst you.
that's what I
Brian just
figured.
jumps back.
Someday we'll have foam dice that I can just throw and be like, what did it say?
Like, improvise one. Throws so hard it leaves an imprint. You're like, haha, tails.
Imagine if our YouTube channel went that way. We built the world's largest dice tower. We filled this garage. And Jeremiah doesn't know it.
Jeremiah's away on business.
Jeremiah would laugh until his wife
Yeah.
saw it and was like, "No."
And now
said,
this is
Andy
how
said
we-
we're not allowed over anymore.
And now we're on the streets because we don't have a place to play anymore.
We'd play in Anthony's garage, but it's full now.
Oh,
It is.
We'll also excuse Jeremiah today. He's on his way to present a new virus to his corporate overlords in Raccoon City. We wish him the best.
Terrible.
Alright, so last time, forever ago, you guys were the guests of the local church of Zon Kuthan, who was like, hey, one of our members was, we think, had some information about this poisoning up on the old Urgag's farm, way back when the adventure started. And they gave you the information about the gang this person belonged to, called the Bone Shards. You guys investigated, found out some of you needed light, and dealt with the Bone Shards, who were terrified and happy to stay dead and alive, rather than dead. But they, based on the information that you guys got from them, the person that they are working for, Kepgeda.
Kepgeda, the hag-nailed. Hag-nailed.
Yep. Was very interested in the key
Yeah.
to Graydirge's Derelict Bank. And you guys realize, based off of the rough description, that you also possess the key to this bank, so you'll have an easier time getting in than most. Let's see.
You are level 2, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we're level 3, you're level. No.
I'm level 65.
That's what
do you
happens
mean?
when you're late. Brian handed out all the extra experience already. Julia got it all, but she's not playing, so gotta get it from her.
I was just cleaning up. I was just cleaning up the garage and found some extra experience. Gave it away to
Yeah.
someone. They're now level 19. Don't know what they're gonna do.
Jesus.
No, I had to
Julia's
refill
playing
my
Kepgeda.
machine.
She's the big bad. Of the book.
I mean, just from that, I'm thinking of that retarded animal babies cartoon. You go Keanu on the Wombats. You gain 1,833,000 experience. You're level 33 now. I are the chosen one. You can only go up one level a game. Well, that's a suck roll. Who rolled that roll? Gary Gygax. Oh,
So go back to level 2.
yeah. Well, it was go down to level 2. Of course, he rolled like 100-sided die to hit the wombat's not a 20. I roll a 23.
Yeah, no, we recruited the hands for the hand general.
Yeah. So they'll go back to your manor, do stuff for you.
Yep. We have a hand army. An army of hands. Creepy crawlers.
Let's see. Looking at the bank, it's a windowless edifice of solid stone, reinforced with iron bands forged in the shape of interlocking skeletal hands and jaws. It's on the north side of the governor's quarter. The structure is nestled between several other properties owned by the tax collectors union. Each building merges with the bank's walls, such that the bank is surrounded by solid stone on 3 sides. Only the south side is accessible. The Builders League, which provide the magic and expertise to seal the bank to its neighboring buildings, is rumored to have included multiple back doors to the structure. While the rumors are reasonable, given the League's usual methods, they aren't true. The Builders League is aware of the Graydirge's bank secrets, and has a contingency to claim the bank for itself. That's what you guys know.
Okay. So, do we tell the builders, or do we just break into the bank?
Just break into the bank.
Like right now, you know, nobody has any legal claim to it, and that hasn't changed yet. So whatever plan the builders might have to someday claim the bank, they haven't done it yet.
There's no really anybody to really go ask. We might as well just
I
go.
mean, technically speaking, we've been deputized to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
So, legally, we can do this.
Yep.
I mean, legally you can do whatever as long as you get away with it.
Yeah, don't get caught.
That's right.
Rule 1 of legality. Is this legal? It is if you don't get caught.
I forgot to watch us, see how we're
Like, I'm surprised that with the way the tax guild is, that there is a legal claim. I guess that's probably why, because nobody wants to pay back taxes on something.
Like, as I recall the story of the bank, like, the tax collectors union was vying for power in the area, and then they were just like, you know what, we're going to go to a cooler city. So they moved the contents of the bank elsewhere, and that's why most people just leave the bank alone, because they saw all the money and riches leave the bank in a big ostentatious parade to the new bank.
I mean, it's usually fair to say the majority of.
True. But, you know, that's why it's been left around.
Yeah, no one's treasure hungry enough in Geb to go snooping.
Or crazy enough, but we are.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing this as an investigation. Trying to find out why the hagnailed wants it. Because if someone actually wants in, they may have some kind of information
Yeah.
about something that was left behind.
But I mean, from rumors, we're pretty sure it was picked clean. So we're looking for something like obscure or something that looks like it's not valuable, but probably is to the right person, you know?
Yeah.
Or very
Or
well,
something that's a permanent part of the structure and can't
True.
be moved.
True.
or very well hidden.
Yeah. Or all the above. Fuck.
Yeah.
Can't be moved, very well hidden, and probably behind the vault.
It's like my great grandpappy was buried in the mortar of the. Like, all right, shit. I guess.
Cool
I gotta
story,
put 'em-
bro. What does it have to do with us?
He's
Oh,
the one
he
that-
had this occult amulet
Yeah.
of detoxification. Oh, crazy. Okay. I'm just making shit up now. I think we all are, but that's.
No. Everything we discussed in Pathfinder and Galarian is purely factual.
I mean, you guys do know that there are games in Torg where I have absolutely nothing for you, and you're just off the leash, and I'm like, sure, we'll throw this in there.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see what happens.
What are they going to do tonight?
Also, Casey's made plans where he's like, this is where they're going to go. And then 3 of us play fucking Cosm cards. Like, well, I guess we're doing 4 combats today.
Yeah. Oh, look, we've got 5 unplanned combats tonight. I guess they're not making it anywhere.
That's correct. We're just trying to kill Alan.
So keep forgetting. to
Alan
bring-
has been remarkably resilient. To be fair, so was Zed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm surprised.
Zed
Not on
sure-
purpose.
Not on purpose, but Zed did shrug off a lot. Yes, he did.
Well, he got missed a lot. He didn't shrug him off. He got missed.
He got missed.
Well, no,
on
he-
a
Well,
lot.
no,
he had-
he absorbed a lot with like double shields.
Yeah, I
at
was going to
one
say, he had
point.
temporary hit points like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that belt.
That
Walking
was-
around with double
That was
wounds.
said. Alan, lucky as far as I can tell. Like,
No, Alan really has.
Alan's
been
like,
lucky.
I'm going to, I'm how many hundreds of meters away? Fucking rings of power, bitch. You can't move. Like, fair.
like Alan's really good at single target threats for the most part, but like for all of us, we're like, oh, there's like 4 of them. We're like, I don't know what to do.
But we also don't have a bloodthirsty GM for that either.
I have only actually killed one.
We have a bloodthirsty GM. We're still haunted by the monkeys. Okay.
No, you have a creative GM that knows how to make atmosphere.
And a player who doesn't mind blowing up. I mean,
You chose that.
I did. Absolutely. I played a martyr card. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
It's great that he comes back from that. He's dead, but he's
But-
playable.
That's right.
It's
Like, well, this is Torg.
Yeah.
my only.
And I mean, at any given point, you could be like, Xavier's moved on. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's the
have
great
that
thing. About,
option.
I have like 9 other character options in my head. So
No.
he's like
You
Xavier's
and
just
Jeremiah.
what's a fun system to build shit around?
It is.
Like,
It's a really fun. It's
Yeah.
if you want a GM and you're new to GMing, avoid Torg at all costs.
Yeah.
What system are we playing? Torg. Well, is it fantasy? Yeah. Science fiction?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Modern? Yeah.
Yep.
What is this? Everything.
We call it the umbrella because everything is under it.
Yeah.
like as far as systems,
I
mixing
watched
them,
Equilibrium.
I think Torque is the best.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's a concept. Literally, you could just Torg. This is Torg. Christian Bale. Yes. Pick a movie. Can I play him? Yes. I want to be Batman. Yes. I want to be Rain of Fire. Yes. I want to be Mechanic. Yes. Equilibrium. Sure. There's a Christian Bale for the system in every movie he's ever been in. I dare you.
American Psycho.
Yeah, that's who we're playing now. I'm playing the ghost version of that.
I mean, just remember, I will send you back to Aurora at some point.
And we'll fucking spend 3 episodes running on a train away from it. Like, nope, 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 nope.
We will spend the next year trying to get out.
Literally, you teleported us to a dark room, and our first response was, "Are we in a rush?" And we're like, "Oh no, it's Russia." Oh, that's fine. You're in shit Starcold. Cool, cool, cool. But not a rush, right? It's not a hybrid Aurora Starcold, is it? Can be. No. Anyways.
Oh. Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to make a bunch of Christian Bale concepts just to, like, here's your, because we have Terry and all the other twins, and I'm like, here's
Terry and Penny and
my, yeah. All the
Maisie
girls.
and
E and
Mary
what's your
and
wife's
Elle.
name? Elle, that's
Elle.
it.
But not the one I named. The one I named was Penny.
The one you named was Penny.
Because
And then
bad
I
Penny.
did Terry and Carrie for, yeah, and then Mary. Or maybe you named Mary.
No,
and
Mary
then I came up-
Rockwell came with her own name.
Yeah.
Same with Maisie.
Yeah, if you ever want to play Twerk, you can. We have about 90 twins that you can play. Or well, I
You
guess
can't.
clones, but.
You can. They're not legally playable
I-
characters.
Well, I'm just her
I
showing up and
mean-
rolling dice. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to play the one that's running around with them currently, I
Or
would say sure.
You could be Percival.
Oh my God, Percival.
Fucking
We
goat.
totally forgot about Percival.
Yeah,
Kinda,
Percival didn't
sorta.
forget. Shh.
It's not about forgetting, it's just that
He's
other
always in
things
the
are
picture.
happening. And so, like, just hoping, Percival's doing okay.
Well, we probably read into him. We just haven't seen him. He's like, he's a goat off
Okay.
the side of the road, and we just haven't noticed.
I really haven't had any good segues for Percival.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the catch in India was fun.
Thanks. Just kidding.
Percival
Not a
riding
fighter.
a cyber dragon,
No, women fight dirty.
crown of fire, and a electric
She'll call
guitar.
her daughters. Just all 3 of them team up on you.
Flying into a live
Well,
volcano.
my youngest is at
Yeah.
work, so.
We're like, no, I told you heavy metal
She's
was
like, I'll
bad
leave work
for
to
you.
fight my dad.
Actually, this is Thurgold. Percival is going to be the bard on the car chasing you. Like, what the crap?
First of all, becomes uplifted.
Can make Stat Percival out like Dogpool.
This is why I left you an aisle with their very chill music over there, okay? He's very susceptible to music.
All right. Is there legal channels that we have to go through to get access to the closed not the closed bank, but the closed bank?
No. Like, you guys
Just don't get caught.
are going to be fine. Pulling back the veil a little bit, you'll get to decide what happens to the bank after you cleared it.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
you guys know there's a conflict, but the conflict moving at a zombie's pace.
Which kind of zombies?
A slow one.
Pathfinder ones.
Okay. Because there's different types of zombies. Because you got the
Yeah,
fast
there
zombies.
are fast
Are
zombies
there
in
fast zombies?
Pathfinder.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There are fast zombies in Pathfinder.
They tend to stick to slow zombies so far in second edition, but they had both in first edition.
Yeah.
We also, in one of my games, we got what's called freaks. So, which are could be fun.
All right. So, well, I guess we're gonna head to the bank.
Yeah.
What time of
Did-
day is it? I'm just curious.
Let's see.
Hasn't, did we have to go back and report to the priest of Sazan Kutan?
No.
You didn't have to report to him. He gave you information and let
Okay.
you deal with it.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's 11 a.m.
Okay.
Because I don't remember
Alright.
what time of day it was last time, so we
And
just rolled
that's
a
fair.
new one.
I don't think any of us remember.
I barely remember where my character is. I had to print out a new one.
Oh, trust me, I lost mine for a little bit today.
They just wander off.
Yep,
They do?
They do.
They have minds of their own?
So
No matter what anyone says, the dice are trying to kill you.
You guys come up to the bank. You see 6 black columns stand outside the front doors of an edifice of solid granite, lined with iron beams in the shape of interlocking jaws and finger bones. Top each column is a 3-foot diameter skull carved from the same black granite as the columns. And each skull has its mouth wide in a different but equally exaggerated grimace. Entrance is an iron double door set into an archway of gaping skulls. So,
How come every time we go somewhere the decor is so nice?
We're in Geb?
Yeah, the decor is so nice because it lasts forever.
so this is the outside. This is the front entrance.
Do we have one for the cleric, or is the cleric not going to be here?
Oh, his is I can't remember. Is this one square?
No, that's like 2 squares.
I mean, what? Do you need a person? Oh, you're large, aren't you?
no, he's only
Oh.
medium.
Oh, this guy's cool.
Look, because I have a Drax.
Nah, that's fine. I'll stick out as the black person.
Yeah, that person has a scythe.
Let's see. And then, what's your exploration activities?
Avoid notice.
Shit, can't remember what it's called. Investigate. Have it written down. Notes.
I want to say I scout.
Yeah, I think it was either seeking or scouting, depending on circumstance.
My stealth.
What?
is
It's
10.
not raised shield?
Don't have a
Does
shield.
my sword count as a shield? It's big enough.
Size it is, it might as well.
What are you doing? Well, it works as a shield.
I'm sure there's a
Anti-shield.
feat for it.
There isn't.
No, it's an anti-shield because it's clumsy one while he's using it.
I feel like, well, that might change too. With
Well,
player
the
core
oh,
2
so in the
coming out.
remaster, barbarians don't get clumsy one anymore when they rage. You still have it because of your sword, but you don't get it when you rage.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got rid of the AC penalty for
Yep.
some reason. And then,
Generous of them.
Yeah.
Probably because it was stupidly easy to crit barbarians.
True.
And even with their boatload of health, one is like, well, I do 90 damage.
Well, I think
Third my
the
health.
biggest annoyance is that the benefit of animal skin was that it bypassed the penalty and it gave him +1 AC, and it was like, why? So now animal. Hi. Now animal barbarians even better, but they're not the end all be all.
And it'll also be faster later, from my recall.
True.
But we'll know more when Player Core 2 actually comes out.
Yeah.
Next month, right?
Well, next
First
week. you
of August.
Yeah.
know- yeah, literally next week.
Yeah.
And a reminder that next week, next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday, we are also doing Maja. So don't sign up for the Pathfinder on War1.
Mm,
As much as it pains me, we just can't switch that one.
yeah.
It's fine. I only sign up when she wants to play.
So approaching the door, Hiss looks at and says that the lock has been damaged. Looks like someone used a bunch of acid to eat away the lock.
Is there any way to know how long ago? Relatively
It's-
recently, or?
Looks like it occurred in the past few weeks.
Hmm.
So a while, but not too long.
But well before we got on the path of the
Yeah.
bank, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we've only been at most a week.
Odd question. Is there any groups in the area that are well known for utilizing acid specifically?
Not in particular.
Okay. It's just a common thing in general. All right.
My character probably go amateurs.
Probably. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, it
We're
is
both partial
amateur.
rogues. We're like,
But the thing is, it's effective.
It is. It's effective,
It's
but
kinda
still
hard
amateurs.
to tell because you got your local. You would have local alchemy from Alchemstar bleeding into the area, as well as magic is stupidly easy to get in
Yeah.
Galarian, so anyone can just have an acid splash cantrip. So
what's called what? Caustic blast now?
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. And so it's like it's just an exceedingly common thing.
Yeah.
Though I would say it's probably given most acid magic. You think this is probably alchemical in nature because there's no like area of effect.
Right.
They just like poured it in. But it also is a weird thing because they went through all the trouble for the bone shards to get the key, and then apparently we're like,
Well, we don't know if there's a correlation.
that's true.
It might not be him.
And
Might
the
be
key
somebody
may
else.
not be for the front door.
Correct.
I hadn't thought.
Yeah.
So
We don't. So we know, but there's more than one key. Because there was the talk of a silver key, and then we got the granite key.
but the doors are
Open by the
unlocked,
jar.
and like they're pulled too, but you can easily open them.
What's the dust, quote unquote, situation on the floor like? Does it look like it's disturbed? Because you said the bank was unhoused for quite some time.
Yeah.
That's probably something outside the purview of what the AP would write down.
Well,
Like,
they should give clues as to that, like.
I really want to write a scenario because, like, I'm straight. Like, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but the 3d6 that I did, that all intrigue, clues, and everything. Like, be smart about it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think they're too interested in being a content.
No, I know. Spit it out.
Oh, yeah, spit it out.
Another 5 years, and everything will be AI'd. Like, here's 7 new AI pro. You're like, oh, come on. We're good. I just want to make sure we're not disrupting footprints that we can track or something like that. You're also part ranger, right?
Which?
Oh, that's right. You're witch rogue. I'm thaumaturgeon rogue, and you're fighter barbarian. And then we have cleric, gunslinger. Okay.
If only we had a ranger with a beast companion.
Not here.
Different game.
A druid ranger with an animal companion is exactly what she would play. She'd be like, I get all the pets.
You do.
Little undead skeletal fox, like Zero running around. You could also play a skeleton with a she-shell bra. I don't know.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Get to see it any better here? No.
I just loved it. You'd have to have medicine. Is that a boy skeleton or a girl skeleton? I don't know. Roll medicine.
Yeah.
What?
You would. Well, you have to be able to examine the pelvic bones
Yeah.
to tell.
Or the mandible or a couple other bones.
There's a few.
But we don't, we're not allowed to talk about that on the air or we'll get canceled.
No.
We'd have to have viewers to get canceled, I thought.
Oh, yeah, shit. Good point.
Hey, I'm a viewer. I can cancel us.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you subscribed, Brian?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So,
There, see?
yeah, but you're not a viewer.
She's looking at
Are
us
you allowed
right
on
now.
Twitch? Oh, yeah, you are. You're 13 and I let you join. That's right. I forgot. I was like, your parent's a piece of shit. Oh, it's me. Never mind. I mean, he is, but.
So,
Anyways.
we'll get a description and then I'll answer your question because there are a few things you see once you get inside, and I think something comes up as well. So a lot of things are going to happen.
Perfect.
The white and
Whoa.
black marble floor of this expansive lobby was shaped to proudly display the national symbol of Geb, the silver glyph of the Wizard King. Low stone benches line a pair of alcoves to the east and west. To the north, iron doors flank the lobby. The northern wall is a teller's desk with a pair of thick panes of clouded glass. A single stone statue resembling a woman wearing a tattered cloak stands awkwardly a few feet away from the door leading outside, one of its hands reaching out and the other clutching a sack. Let's see, you can attempt a medicine or nature check real quick.
Sure.
Okay, I have neither.
13. Medicine.
16 in medicine.
Nature would
And
be the exact same thing for me.
Hiss is 25. So Hiss is the one who figures out that this was a living person before. But magic turned them to stone.
I wonder if she got scared really good.
Say again?
I wonder if she got scared really good.
Oh, maybe. But how long ago?
Likely a creature.
That's true.
I mean, this is like we're in Galarian. There
you know-
are lots of creatures that do this.
Yeah. We know the monk, ate like salted meat and honey and only drank like 2 drops of water a day for like 10 years to mummify themselves. And then they were not deified, but like sanctified. And then they're just like sitting basically just beef jerky in a monastery. Like it sounds like something that the undead here would do, you know, just to, if I die and I die this particular way and not embalm, but self-preserve myself, just like, just put me up on a shelf in the house or something.
Yeah.
If I was a Medusa, I would commission just stone statues to fuck with people. Like people come in the way of the open road. There's like 7 statues, only 2 of which are actually like petrified people, and they're just wasting their basilisk tears trying to unpetrify everybody. And it doesn't work. And they're like, that must be a myth. I'm like, yeah, it's a myth. That's not what you have to do. This is what you have to do, and just totally send them off on like an oddest. I'm a dick. There's nothing to do with the home game. This is not going to happen in Sundering Lands. Julia's like, I'll go and kill you.
Looking around the area, the weighing room looks like it was also used to hurriedly pack and get stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
And so some stuff has been left behind, but most of the stuff in here is empty. But Hiss finds a scroll of... Yeah, that'll work. Hiss finds a scroll of magic aura.
Scroll of magic aura?
Yeah. Can basically hide something to look normal and mundane.
All right, I know that's on the arcane list. Are witches arcane? Or do you get to choose your list?
I think so.
It's arcane and occult, and yes, depending on the witch,
That's right.
determines what list.
Okay, you were saying? So we found a scroll, and then what?
And that looks like it. So there are you see doors on the left and right. It doesn't say it, but there would be more recent footprints in here.
Yeah, I'm less worried about tracking. Just curious what if we get a number, like one person, like a group of people who are just destroying the.
It looks like a group.
Okay.
It looks like that same time frame as the acid, so a few weeks ago.
Cool.
Where the heck is that?
And did you say if it looked like they were spread out, or are they gearing towards a particular location?
It looks like they came in and just spread out, trying to find further ways
All right.
in.
Is the statue all stone, or is it part of it still?
It has a sack that isn't stone in its hand, from what I can tell, but it looks like the sack was empty.
Oh, okay. Is there any way to? I guess there's no way for me to know if it's magical or not, is there?
Well, I'm wondering if you said sack. I wonder if they like hung it up and then put things in it, and then, but they never.
Well, I was wondering if it could be like whatever the bag of
spacious
holding it.
bag.
Oh,
is what they
right,
call it
right.
now. Yeah. It doesn't look like it's magical in any way. Like,
The only way that I know to test out if it's magical is to poke a hole in it and see if it explodes.
If you had detect magic, it would work.
Yeah, if I had it. I don't
Do you
know.
have 1 point in Arcana? I should say, are you trained in Arcana?
Yeah, I'm trained in Arcana.
You know there's a feat that literally gives you detect magic for free.
Yeah, arcane sense.
The better one, if you're suspicious of an object, is read aura. Which reminds me, what are my cantrips? Oh, yes, what do you know? Okay. So his can use read aura on the back, and it's not magical.
Okay. But her cloak's all tattered and it's also stone, or is it? The only thing that's not stone is the bag. I don't know why I'm fixated on this.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Well, it's kind of fascinating what things are and are not turned to stone.
Yeah, it kind of is, because it's like, does clothing actually turn to stone?
If it's
Or
organic
is
fiber,
it
maybe.
just the flesh and blood?
Oh. When does leather stop being flesh and blood?
And that's another valid question to this.
Like,
Because, I mean, at this time frame, most material would still be organic. Usually plant fiber or skins. So, does the stone work on anything organic, or, again, does it have to be living still?
based on the description, I'm gonna say that the cloak that she's wearing is still cloth. That's tattered, and then the sack is also
Cloth.
cloth.
For some strange reason, I'm going to take the cloak.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
Because I think it's weird that the cloak isn't.
Well, again, it's kind of this whole, what turns to stone when creatures turn you to stone, or spells, or whatever it is turns you to stone?
Okay.
Would our clothes go with us? Or would our clothes remain clothes and just the body turns? And then eventually your clothes, if they're not stripped off of you, just eventually wear out and fall off of you.
Personally, I think it's just kind of goes with modesty standards.
I
So,
know, and that's the thing.
I think
We go
whoever-
with modesty, and I'm like, is that true though?
Well, I think
Maybe,
whoever
maybe not.
created the creatures that petrify stuff are like, no, they can. We don't want to be obscene about this. I don't want to see anything dangling. I saw
Well,
one
here's the
human
thing.
male, never again.
Here's the thing.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt you. In the original, like Chainmail / AD&D, ODD, whatever, it was everything that you equipped was also turned to stone to stop players from then just because in those days when you petrified, you died, you were gone.
Yeah.
Like there was no. You had to have like a wish spell. I don't even think wish existed back then as far as like actual
I
things.
think
you
it
could do.
did.
But you
and
were
it was
you were
one of
dead
the few
and didn't
things
want
that
you to
could bring
just
you back.
take all your shit and be like, I have unlimited wealth, or and come across the Medusa's lair and there's 27 statues. Well, I get all their stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it was a headache. So they're like, no, everything you are carrying.
Everything you, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And that's the way it worked. I mean, that's the way it worked in the Clash of the Titans they did
Yeah.
way back in the 70s. Everything they were carrying that was physically on them went to stone with them.
Unless it was
So, like,
metal.
when they dropped their sword, if she turned them, the sword wasn't stone because it was not in their hand.
Yeah.
I remember the owl.
Which had its own issues because like,
The owl was the best thing about it.
oh my
The owl
god,
was great.
He was great.
the fact that he takes it out of the chest and throws it in the new movie, I'm like, you mother. Well, you leave Hoot Hoot alone, you son of a bitch.
There was a
That's
lot.
Artemis or
I was like, I
Athena.
remember.
I know it starts with R. It's something. Archimedes, is that the name of the bird?
No.
That sounds right.
His name is
The
Boo
little golden owl.
Boo Boo.
Archimedes. What?
Boo. Archimedes was sword in the stone.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
I just remember. I
Yeah,
didn't like
the old Clash of the Titans, the bird's name was Boo Boo.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember because I remember the main character, who was Perseus, saying, he says his name is Boo Boo. And everyone's like, you can understand it?
Oh, that's right. It is Boop with the owl,
And
but
he's like,
it's
well,
Athena's
yeah.
owl, which is right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, there's an A name. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Athena.
Only thing I remember about that is the main character became a lawyer in like another show that came on afterwards.
Yeah, that's what do you mean? That's James Spader, isn't it?
No.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Jason the Argonauts. Never mind. I was like, yeah, of course he turned into a lawyer. That's
No.
Boston Legal, but no, you're right. You're right.
Like, I was just, for the new one, I was just mad at the main character because I was like,
Yeah,
they
Boo-Foo
pair
appears
him
only
with,
briefly in the
like,
2010 remake.
uh,
They tell him just to leave it, and Boo-Foo is unceremoniously tossed away.
but I was just like,
It's like, if these guys are willing to do stop motion to have that in their picture, you guys can do CGI.
but
Cost
I
too
just
much.
remember he's paired with all the soldiers, and I was like, I like all the soldiers more than the main character, and so when they start dying, I'm like, no, this is bad, and you're bad for letting this happen. Oh, I don't want to use my father's gifts. I'm like, suck up, Buttercup. Use the frickin' sword.
See,
Oh,
the
it's
ones
called-
I liked the most in the new movie were the
That's funny.
mercenary brothers. And they survived. They had the scorpion at the very end that they were riding.
Do you know why he's called Boo-Poo?
Hmm.
Because Boo-Poo is the Latin genus for owl.
Okay.
He's literally, they just call him Owl.
Well, you know, that makes sense.
Okay. You're not staying.
Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly.
So, looking around, as well, Hiss notices that there is a trap on the left-hand door. It looks like a summoning room.
Sounds like that's all you.
Did you roll for me? I have Trap Finder.
No, I didn't.
That's okay.
Keep rolling bad for everyone else but me. And I feel bad about that. Feels like I'm cheating. What's your trap finder again?
It gives you a +1 to your perception that you can read.
Yeah, so
And I have Trap Finder too, so my perception for Trap Finder would be 9 instead of an 8.
that's not enough. What was your perception?
I think oh shit. Is it 7? Yeah, 7. So 8 versus traps.
Okay. So, yeah. I feel like I'm doing main character syndrome and the dice are just cursing you guys.
Happens.
Anyway, so Hiss is like bad room.
What's good
looking
is
at
that
it,
means
you
that they
can
haven't been in
just,
there.
No, I don't. Well, I suppose.
I mean, in a way, it sounds like my Baldur's Gate earlier today.
Um,
We wiped out all of your party
you can do
with one dude.
an arcana check. Arcane. Yeah.
Arcana.
Arcana. That's right.
15.
18.
This is
You're
a
fired.
3. All right.
Excuse me.
Demetrius, you know that this will summon a cockatrice.
That makes sense.
Suddenly, the statue makes a lot more sense.
Let's see. So.
Does it automatically rearm? I'm not sure about magical traps.
This one
It depends on the trap.
You can disable them if you suppress them. I think if they have, I think some do and some don't.
Yeah.
Looking at this one, you're sure this one resets. And
Damn.
so ways to deal with it are Acrobatics to just not trigger the rune. You can, if you're trained in thievery, you can attempt to disrupt the rune.
Okay.
Or dispel magic, which
None of us have.
nope,
Oh, the cleric might.
need those second level spells.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
I,
means
I,
you
I think we're
need to
both
be
trained in
level
thievery.
3.
What's yours? Is it 6?
8.
8. Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I'm not dex based. I'm strength based.
Correct.
Yep.
And my acrobatics is 10.
Is this something I could aid with, the thievery check? So the DC is only 15 instead of 20 now.
Yeah.
So I just need a 10 or higher. Which I do. So you get +1. Ah, no! Just 16.
Okay.
So you're at a +9.
9.
Hey, Fred! Don't fuck it up.
Don't worry, I will.
Ah, shit.
Told you.
What'd you do, Fred?
Got a 15. Is that a fail or not fail?
Well, I heard a 50, and so I was like, that's a really good roll, Fred. Why are you so mad?
No,
about
no,
this?
he rolled so low that it reversed.
Yes. 15.
All right,
1,
so
5.
15 is a failure, but
You don't
It doesn't
set it
trigger.
off.
It doesn't trigger.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you have to critically fail now.
Yeah.
I will try again,
Yeah.
but I don't have the +1 now.
We can try and get you the +1 again.
Yeah, I can aid.
We can always aid.
Okay.
19 aids.
I got the exact same thing.
Jesus.
No, I got a.
9 plus that.
No, I got 10 plus 8.
So 19.
19.
Yeah, I give you a
got
+1.
I rolled a 9.
Oh,
So that's
okay,
10.
okay.
So 10.
18.
Well,
18.
and don't you...
I don't have the +1. I don't
Oh,
think I-
never mind. Trap Finder just gives you a +1 to your perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a +2 if you fail against it, but don't.
So you're still good so far. Well, you haven't disabled it, but you haven't triggered it.
Okay.
I do not aid that time.
Ooh.
But I aid.
Okay. So that's a 14.
14. All right, same
Jesus. Have her roll your dice, man.
Okay. Try again.
I do not aid.
I also do not aid.
That's a 19 on the dice.
So 27.
27.
So we were just getting in his way.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
He's finally like, just the two of you, go away.
All right, so you're like,
Horace is like pulling on the lock. It's an arcane lock. You're like, stop! You're gonna break your sword. Oh shit! Sorry.
what I imagine it is it's your undead senses just aren't as fine as the living. So he's like, no, just get away, all of you, shoot. And when that happens, you're able to
What's the color green?
disrupt the rune and turn it off.
Now I know what
do you
dice
mean
to
the
roll.
red wire? All I see are variations of gray.
Oh shit! We're undead. That means we're colorblind. Oh man!
I don't know.
You can see the color blue. Are you sure you're not alive? Are you a quick? You son of a bitch.
No, I'm dead. Can't you tell? I'm all wrapped up.
Oh
I'm a
yeah,
mummy.
yeah. I mean, you smell it.
Sure you can smell?
I can. Fucker.
Actually, if you remember, so can I now.
Yeah, you can now.
I'm having issues. We can smell everything again. This really sucks. What are you complaining about? It stinks.
Yeah.
Everything's dead and rotting.
Wait till you smell our house.
Tell me about it. Anyways,
So the door is unlocked.
I hate undeath. This sucks. It just keeps getting
We have a
worse.
congealed puddle of viscera in the basement.
It's not even really congealed.
Oh, it's pretty congealed.
No, because it's a magic.
I think
Gelatinous.
it's churning itself.
Yeah,
It's
it
consistent.
stirs itself.
It's
Doesn't smell good.
consistency of gelato, I imagine. Flesh gelato.
Nothing like flesh jello.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're the only one that cares.
Yes. Yeah.
So you
Oh,
got.
right. I forget. The gunslinger is also a ghoul.
Yeah.
Uh,
And whatever the other thing he is with the
quickly
head
checking
He's a
both
zombie.
doors. They're both unlocked, so you can
on the other side.
choose go left or right.
Well, we went through all that fucking work to open the arcane lock.
So
It's
let's
not,
go
but let's
that
go that
direction.
side.
Left, I guess.
Also, that seemed to be the side that is unmolested the most, so that's where we're going to find new things. Then I'd like to find new things.
Okay. So you see a couple doors to the, and then leading to the right is a large open area. Yeah.
Are we here or
In the little hallway.
Okay, we're there.
And you see a what is it? A big box down there. Big stone box.
See a big
Oh,
stone
is it
box.
box text or is
Sarcoph-
it box?
I'm trying to remember what
Sarcophagus?
is because on the artist drawn map, it's just solid stone.
Well, we will inspect it, sir.
Let's see. Let me go look.
Did your phone die? Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. So you can see a little bit of it down the hallway. 10 by 10 foot slab of unadorned iron is embedded in the stone floor in the northwest corner of this room. The hallway is lined with 4 doors, leads south. A large alcove to the east has another door in its north hallway. A corpse lies in a dried pool of blood a few feet south of the iron slab.
It'll give you something to do. Sorry, say that last sentence again.
A corpse lies in a dried pool of blood a few feet south of the iron slab.
Which way is north?
That way.
Towards me.
Okay.
And then
So there's this. Yeah.
So is that about where the corpse is?
Yeah.
Give or take. Alright. Does it look like the body is flattened, like it got hit by something heavy, like a lid or something?
Give me a medicine check.
Yes, sir. Ooh, 15 plus 5, 20.
Alright. Looking over his body, the victim was a male human who was pummeled to death. The severe beating made his facial features indiscernible. He wore a red cloak with the 3-fingered hand gang symbol. The pool of blood stops where the stone meets the iron slab, though there does not appear to be even the slightest gap between the two.
Should we check in these doors before we go any further?
Yeah, absolutely. We do whatever you want.
Okay.
I will check the doors for traps.
Okay. Alright, it's all clear. Going to the bottom one first.
The northern one right here.
Okay. Let's see what's there. Empty armor and weapons racks line the walls of this room. Heavy oak cabinet occupies the southwest corner, and fine carvings of cavorting imps adorn the cabinet doors.
I'll go take a look at the cabinet.
Looks like there is a lock on it.
Is it trapped?
Is it trapped?
Start there.
Looks fine.
I will try to unlock the cabinet.
Okay, let me see what it takes to get a lock. Let's see. Alright. So, roll a bunch of thievery checks.
How many is a bunch?
You need 4 successes, so with your rolling, I don't know.
Oh, 500. Got it.
Yep.
15?
Alright, your lockpick breaks.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh,
I don't know how many picks I have with my lockpick set. I think I have improvised tools.
Think they. Oh, 3, I think, because I think replacements are.
They're really cheap.
Yeah.
I have improvised tools too, so I can improvise lockpick.
Hey,
Yeah, that's just -1 instead of, or -2 instead of nothing.
Well, broke another one.
So you use your broke lockpick and you're like, aha, I can improvise this, and it breaks again. You're like, you need a better lockpick dealer, man.
Yeah.
Well,
The thing is, he's our actual dex-based character.
Yeah, no, he's the best. He's just rolling shit.
yes, I'm just
And
rolling.
locks usually tend to have high DCs.
15 plus 8 is 23.
23. It doesn't break.
Is it?
It's at least a 25.
Yeah, because you broke on 15 means that's a critical fail.
Well, then I'm not going to bother with it because I'm going to try the key that we have.
Alright. That doesn't fit.
Does not fit?
No.
Okay. I would have laughed if it
Yeah,
was.
I only have a 5 in thievery. I would have to nat.
What
20.
kind of lock is it?
You would describe it as average.
No. Is it a padlock or is it the cabinet's lock?
As far as I can tell, it's a padlock.
Does it have a strength?
Hardness?
On
strength DC
athletics
break
to
it? Athletics.
snap it off?
It doesn't, but I'm fine with it.
Okay. I'm just going to use my athletics to try and wrench the thing off.
Okay.
So that is a 22.
Alright. Stays firm.
It's a pretty high roll, too.
What's your athletics?
8.
Yeah, same as mine.
Mine's 4. Even with a nat 20, I wouldn't make it.
Well,
try
a
it.
nat 20 would because it improves it by 1
Yeah,
step.
it turns a success
Period.
into a critical success. Hey!
So,
Speaking of,
Nat 20?
nat 20.
Alright.
Let me show you how it's done, big boy.
I assume that,
Oh.
like, what you have is your thaumaturge skills kick in, and you're like, the only thing strong enough to beat a lock is another lock.
It's right.
So you produce another lock, the same one, and YouTube tutorial hits.
Yeah, I've seen the lock picking lawyer where he takes a master lock and hits it against a master lock. That's literally what he says. The best way to open a master lock is with another master lock.
Well, I just think of, I saw like old English burglary tools, and I saw the Weston's
Oh, yeah.
burglary tools.
A little miter hammer. It's a
No,
tink.
the Western burglary
Oh, the
tools
gun,
is a Colt 45.
You're right. You're right.
And you see like the English, they have like 3 or 4 pages of like tools,
Yeah.
and go out west, it's a Colt 45. It's like, okay.
Alright.
I have a best friend who's a magician, and one of the favorite, like, what's it called when you know information? Like, words. Anyways, one of the little known things about Houdini is he would make his own locks. He's notorious for going out and buying locks and lock picking them and coming up with his own keys and all that. But he really liked to stump people who would do that. So he made his own lock. That's why we have Houdini locks nowadays and stuff. It's like just locks that you can't pick because he made them. Like special tumblers and some other stuff that only he could unlock.
Well, I've seen people say you can't lockpick this lock, and this guy goes, "Oh yeah." And 5 seconds later,
the
he-
lock-picking lawyer within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
There's also a guy, I don't know, he's not the lock-picking lawyer, but he does sound safes. So like with like the earphones and stuff to click, and then he opens them that way. So it's with the what are they called? Stigmomanometer. I can't say. You know the words. Stethoscope. That's the word. Thank you. The stigmomanometer is the thing that goes around the arm.
Spignometer, that's the blood pressure.
That's the
cuff.
blood cuff. Yeah.
Opening up the cabinet here, you find a low-grade silver scimitar, a chain shirt with a crying angel pendant affixed to it, a minor oil of unlife, and there's a scroll of comprehend language.
Scroll of what?
Comprehend language.
Oh, comprehend language. Thank you.
I'm gonna assume it's the low level one, since it doesn't mention the level.
No, that's not.
And then a belt pouch with 18 gold.
Well, can you? I guess you wouldn't want to use a scimitar.
No.
And then it was a low-grade silver scimitar.
Silver, right? It's made out of silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's low grade, so it can only ever be a +1 striking.
Yeah.
You can't make it better.
Till you upgrade it. Yeah.
Well, that's still better.
Chain
than the
shirt,
weapon we have now.
Is that medium?
Chain shirt is
Like,
yeah, it's light armor.
Oh, okay. That's a 2/3.
Yeah, it's 2-3.
And the iconography, the crying angel, is that something you can identify with recall knowledge?
So it's a talisman. When you critically fail to administer first aid, it turns it into a failure instead.
Oh, it's a crying. Okay. Nice. Cool. Found the loot, boys.
Alright, and then next door up,
Yeah.
make sure. Yep. A large stone oven takes up the west wall of the simple kitchen. Storage cabinets and racks for cookware occupy the rest of the room.
It's the most dangerous weapon in here.
Let's
One of those iron skillets.
Was it your ex-wife's cooking?
Well, the iron skillets have rusted through.
Uh,
But looking through the cabinets, it's all like super fine food, but it's all been spoiled. But you find an exquisite wooden box made of a dense, dark, aromatic wood. And the box is worth about 4 gold. It contains a hand-carved bone soup ladle with a silver handle. And the ladle is worth 10 gold.
It's the ladle's worth what?
10 gold.
10
Mhm.
gold. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, this trip's been worth it.
so far.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of effort we've had to put in.
Yeah. I just know it's not quite safe because there's a dead body over there. It's still a dead body. He hasn't risen.
Yeah, we haven't pillaged it.
We'll get there in a minute. Well, I was investigating it, and they were like, "Let's go open the doors." I'm like, "All right."
Well, I just figured.
Not like the body's going anywhere.
I just figured we'd just do the.
I
rooms
mean,
first.
that's Fred's methodology.
Yeah.
They're dead. They're not moving.
No, it's good. Hey, after we do all this investigating, I'll need a snack, and it'll be right there. So.
Mhm. I don't think it's very fresh, but okay.
It doesn't have to be fresh. It's better if it's fresh. It just has to be flesh. It can't satiate me if it's not fresh. Which I don't care.
Okay.
I don't have any of the feats that matter. I'm a ghoul. I eat bodies.
I have a giant spider on my head.
What?
I beat your high score on block class.
On what?
Block class. I beat your
Oh, I don't think I've ever played that. You probably beat your high score.
maybe.
Well, I don't even know what that. Listen, there's 9 games in that little random app area. I don't know what any of them are except for one, and that's the dungeon card game. No, that's not true. I know what Snap says. Fuck you.
You just don't like that lid.
That lid doesn't like me.
It's constantly running away.
It's because it's black.
God. You are trying to get us canceled, aren't you?
Trying to get away. I want to get away.
And then also rounding the corner into the main room. It took a while to get there, but there is a creature there, kind of hunched over, and hates you guys.
But it just let us wander around.
Well, I was like, I did the initial description because I was like, you can see most of the room, but until you wanted to like look at the body or the lid, I was going to get to him, and then I forgot because Fred was like, well, we should look at these rooms. I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. And I'm like, oh yeah, this guy was here.
But we still haven't, yeah,
That works out fine. And I was
Oh, they
investigating the body, so
So,
I could.
put you by the body, and I'll get a little figure.
I'll be there. I don't know where else will be. I presume
I'm the guy that likes to look around.
you're looting a schnit. You're looting everything.
Which way would you like me to go?
To the right.
The bag's in the way, though. Oh, no.
He's right there.
Excuse me. It's not good for me.
And,
Does my trap detect him?
no, he is not a trap.
It's
Is
an
he a haunt?
ambush.
Frontal.
It's an ambush, not a trap.
But we're all initiative. What do you do?
I'm still avoiding notice.
I'm gonna roll. Recall knowledge. So 6 plus 21.
64?
64?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
I don't even said 20. I just said a random number.
Brian wouldn't know. I rolled a D100.
Well, he did roll 3d6 when he was only supposed to roll 2d6.
Hey, that was the effect of the good boy treats.
Roll 3d6 until you get caught. Claim innocence.
Valid.
That wasn't great. And you're
I wanna fly away.
at, alright, track.
29.
And Demetrius.
21.
And Forrest.
20.
As close as I'm going to get to a 20 all night.
Goes you. 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 Unfortunate, my dude. You see this undead figure with one eye, who looks like he was hunched over, sulking, and then finally noticed you guys and was like, "Get out of my bank!" and launches into a frenzy. Track here first.
Okay. Okay.
Move here.
Cast Grim Tendrils.
Okay.
Tendrils of darkness curl out from my fingertips and race through the air. You deal 2d4 void damage and 1 persistent bleed damage to a living creature in the line.
Okay.
Each living creature must make. Oh, wait a minute. If it has to be living creatures, I probably.
Let me check.
Might not want to do that.
Yeah, because void damage might not hurt undead.
So you know the void damage wouldn't hurt them, but you could possibly get them with the bleed damage.
Oh.
But it does specify that a layer specifies in the spell each living in the creature makes a fortitude save.
Yeah.
So I don't think this affects the undead.
So instead, I will. So he has a mind, so I will cast Daze.
Okay.
Which will save.
Okay.
DC is 18.
18, you said?
Correct.
Okay, he critically passes.
Okay.
Alright, so
And
it's
that
move and 2
is-
actions, right? For a spell.
Mhm.
So, Demetrius.
Move.
Did my recall knowledge tell me anything?
Remind me, what was better, your religion or diverse lore?
Diverse lore will always be.
Okay,
So it's diverse lore at 6.
6. What I rolled for you, you're not sure what it is.
Okay. Well, I need to know for mastermind purposes.
I know.
Okay. Then I will exploit vulnerability. Let me do the math. It's a CR3 or below.
Yes.
Okay. So, does it have a weakness?
It hates good stuff. So good. Good of 5.
Okay. So I count it as good.
Okay.
As much as it hurts me to say this, I'm such a pretty girl. I don't know. And then I will step and I will. No, I'm going to move. I want to give my boyfriend a chance to hit it with his sword. So if it has a attack of opportunity, it can hit me.
I mean, technically no, because it hasn't acted yet.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Just
Alright.
saying, it has not gotten its reaction
Nope,
yet.
I don't know all the rules. And then I will. Do I want to bite it? I will. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to claw it. I'm going to hero point that. I don't want to do a nat one.
Okay.
Hero point. One to 14 plus 9, 23.
That will hit.
All right. And I'm not sneak attacking because I didn't mastermind it. Oh wait, it's not flat-footed, right?
Right.
Okay. Sometimes they are when they start. They're not. All right. So it's just. Uh, 1d4. Okay, so max damage 4 plus 4 plus 2 with
10.
The
and
word,
then
and then
the
5
weakness.
good. So
Okay.
10, 15 total.
'Kay.
And that's all 3 of mine.
Next is horse.
Okay.
You want
I'm gonna rage first. Yeah, sure. I can't be flanking, huh? Wall?
That's a wall. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, it was in a corner. Otherwise, I would have done what I could.
All right, so 21.
That will hit.
So 16 damage.
Okay.
That is the worst feeling. And that's all 3 for me.
Okay.
Did you hit him? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We both did
Um,
it still up.
Move his up.
Moving where?
No, hiss the
Yes.
light.
Yeah.
be adjacent?
No. Just to the right of track.
Other side?
Yeah. And then he's going to cast Forbidding Ward between the creature and horse. So you'll get +1 AC.
Nice.
And well, he gets a turn. I didn't think you'd do it, buddy. But you survived. You're a fighter.
Well, I didn't roll extremely well on my hit.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. This will be against Demetrius. 17. Okay.
No, 19 AC.
And then so 4 less. And then against Horus, 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's too hard. I'm sorry, buddy. You aren't going to get far in life, or in life. 5 bludgeoning damage.
Amulet Abeyance, it's actually only 2 bludgeoning damage. No, 1 bludgeoning damage. Resistance 4. Sorry.
And might as well try. What's horse's fortitude DC?
19.
No, that's just a failure. Alright. Track. Your turn starts. Give me a fortitude save.
20.
Alright, you're fine. You
Nice.
continue turning as normal.
I will cast Phase Bolt.
'Kay.
Heightened, so instead of 1 action, it's 2 actions. Instead of 2 actions, it's 3, I think. Right? If he has any cover or anything, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
$20.
20 will hit.
That is 8 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Demetrius.
All right. Well, let's recall knowledge.
Okay.
Diverse lore, so +6. 23, 24.
24. Okay. So,
I don't really need to know anything. I just need to know if it's a success or not.
it's a success.
Thank you.
You've heard like legends of this person, whispers of their time at the bank. This is Op Karab. He's a bank guard who is left here,
Ah.
and something happened to him because he's missing an eye. Everything you knew about him, he had 2 eyes last you knew,
Right.
and he only has 1.
Do I know if would it be reasonable to assuage him to like do we have to is this combat necessary, like we have to go all the way to 0?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
All I need to
he's kind of lost his mind.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we're putting him down for the sake of putting him down.
Hmm.
All right.
So it's
Well, he's
like a
flat-footed.
mercy to him as everyone
Because I
else.
succeeded mastermind, he's flat-footed,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to attack him.
Oh, I forgot to say he's a Bodak.
Ooh. Are those weird like elongated face guys?
No.
I thought a Bodak looked like a doppelganger, but with like a huge mouth. I
Like,
might be wrong.
this guy just has like wispy smoke coming from him.
Okay. I'm gonna bite him. That's a 21 flat-footed.
21 flat foot will hit.
Awesome. Okay, so 2d6, baby. 3 and 5, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 plus 8 plus 5. So
8 plus 8 plus 5, so it's 21.
21.
there you go.
Does that include the weakness? Is that the 5?
That's the 5, yeah.
Okay. Alright. And so you chew him with all the joy and happiness in the world, and it's just too much for him to bear.
Yeah.
And he goes silent.
I say his name before he dies.
There's a small happiness, grimace, death grin that he gets, and then he dies.
Pluck out his other eye and put it in my purse.
So, it's funny because it's very creative. So I'm going to tell the story of what happened to him. So, Kepkeda's thieves infiltrated, and to get around him, they snuck up to him and stole his eyes. That gave him time to figure out how to open the vault. And so he was enraged, finally got one eye working.
Oh,
No idea what happened to the other one. And I'm just like, I would never have thought that guard needs eyes, right? Yeah.
Take
We're gonna steal him. You're gonna what?
What's the thievery check to do that?
No kidding.
2 nat 20s later, I guess it's that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, um, on the corpse, next to the vault, there is a moderate acid flask and
Found that guy.
lesser dark vision elixir.
Lesser dark vision elixir.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Does your weapon have a runic strike on it? Or the
It has a rune on it.
okay? So I
So-
just trying to decide if my runic.
I don't think it does because I've got the +1.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Well, if I got, no, I bought a +1
Yeah, you bought
hand wrapped. Yeah.
So I was just curious.
So after this one, I'm gonna have to get another +1. I mean, we got 18, 14.
Well, one of his spells is runic weapon. That's why I was asking. So
Oh, nice.
Like,
I mean, well, that's
It's-
great for anybody because that adds striking.
yeah.
yeah, that's
Like,
what I was wondering.
The fucking barbarian will love you for that.
But if he doesn't, if he already has the striking rune
We
on
don't-
it,
that's
we
level
don't have striking.
4.
Striking
None of us,
is
nobody has
four.
striking.
is it 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh.
go +1 at 2, then striking at 4, and then +2 at 8 or 6.
It's like 11 for plus.
So
Yeah,
11.
something like that.
It's high.
I only realized because I forgot to buy armor upgrades for Goggle when I was leveling them up, but the +1 armor rune is a level 5.
Yeah.
So for
And
your
then 11.
characters when you get to them. But let's see, and then the Bodak didn't have anything on him.
Well, you had a 9. I took that.
Hmm.
Do you have a patch, or you only had the one eye?
He just had one eye.
Okay. I was like, if you had a patch, I'd take the patch and put it in the eye.
And then-
This is so for Jules. I play in a thaumaturge, and part of their like mystique is they just collect random shit, and eventually, like you remember in the Mummy when Benny had the necklace with like the 47 amulets. That's basically she has just a necklace full of like religious symbols and rings like the Mandarin. And she's like, purple. Your weakness against purple.
And then,
And they are.
side note, who has the bank key?
I think I have it. 'Cause it's in my purse. The granite key.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It makes the most sense because you stuff everything in your purse.
I do absolutely.
You even tried to stuff my familiar in your purse.
I did. Well, no, because it's a spider, but
Um,
I definitely put a hand in there though. Wouldn't be crawling. Oh my god. Oh, that's. I also have 2 crawling hands holding up my brazier.
My
forgot.
my familiar has a balanced look, so he kind of looks like either a good luck charm spider or something like that,
Yeah.
or a bad luck spider, bad luck charm.
Oh yeah, the omen spider, huh?
Yeah. So familiars, yeah,
That's cool.
good luck charm or a bad omen, one of the two, depending on the angle.
mhm.
Yeah, I think you decide every day or something. Like
It just depends on the angle. It either
Oh,
looks like
that's
a good luck charm or a bad omen. Spiders to me always look like bad omens, so it's okay.
Oh, the good omen spider would be like a really pretty looking golden tarantula. Bad omen, it's like a black widow with fucking purple heads. You're like, Jesus, that thing looks evil. Look at a fiendish spider. Does this spider have horns? What the fuck? I had somebody the other day, we're doing West marches, and they were like, Tiefling's a template, right? You can add it to any humanoid. I'm like, yeah. I mean, not mechanically, it's nothing than a 5th edition. And then they were like, so if I was a drow tiefling, like I would just be a tiefling, but I would look like a drow. But yeah, it's perfectly fine. What if I got turned into a drider? Would I be a tiefling? I was like, yeah. Well, I mean, driders are basically demonic creatures, anyways. They're twisted elves who are attached to the body of a spider through a demonic ritual. So, fuck it, why not? Yeah, here, Kirst, have fun with that, buddy. There, we're doing Out of the Abyss.
Mm.
best merch. It's fun. We're only doing 4 episodes. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of stupid fun. We're on the bad guy side. It's like the inverse.
So
Actually, you'd love it. It's right up your alley. I mean, not that you don't like 5th edition, but everything else about it, you would love that style of play.
I mean, and it's not so much. Well, I have my issues with 5th edition.
Yeah.
But it's really Hasbro that is basically made.
No, I agree, and
Not touching your crap.
I don't want to give them any more
Period.
money. And after one D&D gets released, I'm gonna do what I'm doing called the chassis system, which is I'm taking all of 5th edition and I'm breaking it down like Saga edition, where it's in talents and trees. And you want to be a fighter with sneak attack, go ahead. You want to be a fighter with cleric spells, go ahead. You want to be a rogue with cleric spells, go ahead. But we'll work it out level by level. I'm gonna call it chassis, as in you build it as you go. Very reminiscent of 13th Age or anything like that. It's like it's so easy to homebrew, and I have so much. Like Julia's playing a homebrew class right now. She loves it. So you're playing a homebrew character right now, and you love it. Anyways,
so
anything?
the door on the floor, and there is the door. There's a door to the right.
Right.
Oh,
So did we know the
you literally
Bodak,
just said a door in the floor?
Yeah.
the box,
Yeah. The box looks like
like a lid that comes off and it opens up?
Looks like it's solid steel, and it looks like it's way down to the vaults.
Nice. Hey, we found it. That was
Awesome.
quick.
Yep. Okay.
Your nose led us right there.
Sure.
So can we open it?
Like when everyone else kind of looks at it, you're like, I don't know. But when Demetrius touches it, how does it say?
Oh, the key. Are you saying because I have the key?
Yeah.
Ah.
It sinks a few inches and swivels open over the course of a round. And if you touch it again, it starts to close.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's interesting. Shall we descend?
Yeah.
Unless you want to finish searching the top floor first.
We ain't got time for that.
Nah.
Okay.
If they were after what's in the vault, we're after what's in the vault. Yeah. The top floor can wait.
Figure when we've come across at least 2 of them. So if there were 6, 2 are dead. I'd like our odds
I
against
thought
4.
only one was dead.
No, there was the cockatrice one, and then this one. That was one of the enemies that got by the trap.
Okay.
So we have 2 bodies. Oh no! Are we down here?
Yeah.
Is this you guys?
Red.
And that's an enemy. That's an enemy. Oh. And there's just a doorway.
Yeah.
A single door. I'm gonna go back to investigating.
Are we going past 9 or are we stopping at 9?
That's up to the
Prob-
DM. I'm
Well, it depends on us.
yeah, true.
Well,
If
I
you
just-
need to stop at 9, we can stop at 9.
No, I was just wondering because of if you wanted to take a break or not, because it's 8:45 right now.
Yeah.
If we were going to stop at 9, I wasn't going to worry about it, but if we we're going to go past 9, I didn't know if you wanted to take a break or not, which is
Do
up
you
to
work tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife is gone for the weekend, so really
But I
just
mean, to me, it's like if we just play, I'm fine with skipping a break and just playing till we're
yeah.
ready to go and hopping. in my
You're
car
also
and go.
welcome to stay at my house.
I know.
Like my wife has a bed that's not currently in use. I'm meaning Julia can sleep in it. You can sleep on the couch, or you can sleep in her bed. Whatever. I don't judge. We did go watch a movie today as a date. We have a buddy cop romance like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Was it a good movie?
Actually, it
It was
was.
so good.
It really did.
I
play
wouldn't say
homage.
it's better than any individual movie in the series, but it's definitely better than some of the movies overall. And it's, I mean, let's say it's the third movie for both franchises, and you can't say it's the worst movie of the series for
Okay.
all 6 movies. Can't.
No.
It's definitely better than 2. It's definitely better than Deadpool 2. Wow. 2. And Deadpool 2 was good, and it's definitely better than 2 of the 4 Wolverine movies. Origins way better than Origins. Not better than Logan. Logan is the best Wolverine movie, and it's probably better than X-Men 1, which isn't a Wolverine movie, but it's a Wolverine movie. It was very good.
I mean, if you like Deadpool, you'll like this movie.
If you like Wolverine,
If you
if
like
you hate
Wolverine,
Deadpool, yeah.
you'll like this movie.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'll say about it.
Okay.
If you like one of those characters, you will enjoy this movie.
I was gonna say it's the best Fantastic Four movie.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Oh, fuck me. That blew my mind. Anyways, I'm not going to go any further than that.
Don't say anymore.
Oh,
No, stop there.
fuck.
Yeah, I got a guy at work that's going to probably spoil it. So
You guys ascend the staircase. There's a single iron door in the east wall.
Is it locked?
No. Oddly, there's like a viewing slot, and that's locked, but
Oh.
the door isn't.
You want to unlock the slot? Unlock the slot, Fred. Hey, Trev.
I only have one pick left.
shit.
I don't.
I mean, I can lend you mine. I'll lend you mine. And then after this, remind us that we have to buy more. I'll have to look it up. I know it's like 1 silver per pick or something like that, or 3
Copper,
picks.
I think. I don't really know.
All right, I'll assist. I do assist. No, wait. Shit, I don't assist. A 9 is 1 too little. I forgot my thievery. My thievery is only a 5. I need a 10 or higher.
That's only a 14.
Oh my god. Stop breaking everything you give me.
Alright. So,
So you break my picks too?
Probably.
you're working on it, and you're just like, man, it would be so much. Let me just, you open the door, and you go on the other side, move a latch, and the slot opens. And you close the door, and you're like, great. Alright, I got it, guys. Really good at lockpicking.
Does the other side have the lock on it?
Yeah.
God damn it. That's so funny.
You did fail, but I was just like, it was funnier this way.
We've been there.
Well, it seems like every time I try to,
Bless you.
I rolled the wrong dice.
Again.
Oh my, wow.
You okay?
Ooh, I got lightheaded there for a second.
I bet that happened.
It's flashbacks. I sneezed once and made her cry. She was very, very young, and I was holding her, and I went, "Apoo!" and she goes, "Ah." I was like, "Oh my!" What did I thought I hit her or something. No, I just shook her too hard. That's why she is the way she is.
That's okay. We were living by a park, and I took my daughter to the park, and there's one of those tire swings that spins.
Oh no.
So I set her on there, and I started spinning her a little bit, and I stopped her and grabbed her, and she just goes,
Oh no.
and I went, I deserve that.
First time she had chocolate ice cream. We got a Frosty or something like that, but it was a large, and we were driving in our old white Ford, and she drank the whole thing basically. Like she drank a whole, and she was what 6, 5, 7, not even. Yeah, we were getting out of Angie's house. As soon as we stopped, and she has motion sickness like her mother. So as soon as we stopped, the world caught up to her. Yep, she opened the door and went brown. I'm like, oh no. And it didn't get on the seat or anything, but it got, next to the door, the panel, and just all of it.
I was sitting in church holding my youngest daughter.
Oh no.
and we had to switch formula because of
Yeah.
Wick. And my ex-mother-in-law was sitting right next to me. My daughter missed the projectile, only time she's ever done it. Projectile vomit, missed me in it, my mother-in-law.
She pulled an exorcist.
Oh, we should not be. We're all going to hell. All of us.
That's like, oh, maybe.
I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt twice.
Yeah, me too. 3 times.
Well-
Unless you want to count NTC, and then I'm up to 6.
You've been divorced 3 times? That's what he's talking about.
I never
Casey's
made,
like, I've never been divorced. They've all died. Whoa! Holy shit! Jesus Christ! No wonder you live at
I
home.
never made it
God.
above the rank of specialist because I didn't really want to.
So we're out in this hallway.
Well, peering through the security slot, you see the corpse of a human in a red cloak lies in a pool of dried blood in the northwest corner of this plain stone room. Mangled scrap metal dangles from the ceiling, a broken blade at its end.
Is that a trap?
Looks like a sickle blade trap. Yep. Nearly sliced this one in half.
And then broke.
And then it looks like someone else attacked the trap and it stopped.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That's 3.
3.
Yeah. We don't know how many there are, but I like our odds.
Our odds are improving.
Yeah. Well, and as far as I know, they have to come this way to get back out. Because, I mean, technically, we don't know if there's other...
Well,
I'm guessing they're long gone.
Oh, I mean, that's... Maybe.
oh, they're still here.
They can't get out. They're like... Maybe they're in the vault, all dead.
Well, it's kind of
It's
like
possible.
Gringotts vaults.
Yeah.
They check once a year,
Yeah.
whether they need to or not.
Knowing our luck, we wind up opening the vault and there's one that's just turned into a feral ghoul because he got locked inside and he's the survivor that didn't ultimately survive and had to turn to cannibalism.
Works for me.
Okay, we'll walk to the door looking for traps.
Keep our eye open. I will investigate. I'm looking for more people. So far, all the bodies have been humans.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be looking for humans.
Human
man.
you guys go into the big hallway. There's a door across from you. There's a bunch of doors down the hallway.
I'd say let's start with the door, farthest doors.
Do
and work
these
our way
doors
back.
look reminiscent of like Harry Potter vaults? Like each door is a vault meant for like not high business, but you know what I mean? Like individual, like this would be an art collection that, you know, like if I were to rent a vault.
Like, I think it's more that they're nondescript iron doors just to hide their purpose.
Okay.
That's more the security vibe I get here. It's like
Fair.
nothing's labeled.
Like Vault 1, Vault 2, Vault 3.
Yeah.
So,
But, I
okay.
mean, my thoughts are let's start at the far end and work our way back towards the entry.
Sure.
Okay.
Probably
so-
only move.
Well, real quick, any of the doorways have like that little slot?
It looks like many of them do. Definitely the 2 doors you went through had them.
Because we could stealthily open those just to see if there's any more bodies on our way down. Like, I don't have any problem leading all the way to the end. But if we could take 30 seconds to be like, 2, that's 6. Also, she's nosy. She just wants to.
Okay. Just Cool. So we find that as well. Okay. So let me make sure I have the right ones listed. Okay. So looking around, each of the doors in these big hallways have are solid iron doors with a skull embedded in them, where it looks like a key would go into.
Okay.
The east side, so
Yeah.
towards
east.
you, many of those doors have been unlocked as if as someone was searching through them. With the top one being unlocked, or the top one being locked, but the yeah, that one, and then the two doors are open below it. Yeah.
Okay.
His notices that what looks like a solid wall at the end has a secret door, so it continues on.
Okay.
And then if you try your key, that you got from the manor, it works on the doors on the right side as well.
Oh, okay. The ones
All
that
of
were
them?
already locked.
Yes.
Nice.
So you can unlock any door down here with that key.
Oh,
Good to know.
wow.
Are
That-
these doors already still locked, or are
They're
they
still locked, but our key opens all of them.
Yep.
And then
I mean, I'm also
Um,
happy just to open all the doors and go nuts.
the
Not gonna say no.
west and east end of the main hallway,
These
there are,
doors here?
no, yeah, right there. So at the end of those hallways are giant granite vultures.
Okay.
Let's see. Tell me about them. That's not telling me about them. Give me stat blocks about everything but that one. Guys are mean. But you guys recognize them as they look like they're guardians, but it looks like if you leave them alone, they don't care about anything.
Okay.
Let me find them again.
They look like they have to be commanded to attack.
It could just be that they sense the key, and so
That's also valid.
they're like, okay, customers, we leave them alone. Unless they do dumb stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, it looks like because you are using the key to get into the vault, so they just recognize you as you are supposed to be here. As far as I can tell.
You are legitimate. Go about your business.
These are not the droids we're looking for.
Exactly.
But you think you can talk to them if you want.
Oh, we think we can?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's our talker?
Me.
Do you want to try talking to them? See what information they've got?
I would love to talk to the pretty bird.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Yep. All right. 19 plus 10, 29.
29. Okay.
You're their long lost brother.
I collect
Sister.
birds. I have this golden owl back at the manor called Boo Poo. What's the Latin for vulture? Look it up. Fuck. Julia, what's the Latin for vulture? Thank you. That's how you know she's my daughter. She's like, yeah, my dad said look it up. I'm gonna do that. I should know that, like, I want to say like condore or something like that, because I think condors or vultures come from that name.
I mean, yeah, they're directly related.
Just look up vulture scientific name.
And so, the one you talk to is just taken aback. Like, nobody ever talks to us.
Well, you're made out of the same material as the key. Why wouldn't I talk to you?
Catharsis aura. Something like that.
Aura?
Catharsis aura. Yeah.
I can't read it. I don't have my. Oh, Valera. Okay. Oh, that's just. Oh.
Just look up scientific name. That's what I did. You get mad at me.
Well, I mean, scientists usually use the Latin.
Coragypus atratus. That's the black vulture. The one you looked up was called the golden vulture. So they are Cathartidae, and then the genus is Coragypus. Christ in heaven. Coragypus. Coragypus atratus. Jesus, never mind. Not even worth it. Sorry. Keep going. Of course I would talk to you.
These are similar to, these are similar to guardian beasts, where they're spirits bound to inanimate objects, in this case, the vulture statues. And so, like, nobody, so, you usually don't talk to the guardians.
Yeah, I want to ask
And
about.
So, this one's just taken by surprise, because they're like, usually nobody cares. They either want to rob the place or, cause trouble.
Oh no, we're tasked with finding a new owner, if possible, for the bank as a whole. We're not here to rob anything.
I mean, that's technically a lie.
Is it?
Yeah. We're tasked with looking into why a gang of thieves was breaking in here.
I
He
thought we
pulled
got
the veil
to
back and
determine
said-
what happens to the bank
He
after
pulled
we're
the
done.
veil back and said, fourth wall break.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought that was I apologize.
You
No.
might want to ask him how many people they saw coming
Yeah,
in.
I'm getting there. I thought I had more information than I did, but we did notice that there were 3 other bodies on the way down. Did you happen to notice any other humans, creatures that look faintly like me, but with
People in these red cloaks with these 3 fingers.
yeah?
Let's see.
Yeah, if you can see that.
Yeah, I'm seeing they have a bunch of things that information they do. I'm seeing if they. Oh yeah. They say. This one says the people who came here recently smelled heavily of yeast. They refer to what they came to steal as the ingredient. Someone called the poisoner, who was apparently worried the ingredient might have spoiled after so much time in the bank.
Okay, the
And
ingredients.
so they came and they left.
Presumably.
Oh, that's fair.
Did you see them leave?
Not as much. A few of them And then he points to the statue kind of nods towards the top group of the three buildings. Yeah, where your finger was. Nods to that room, and it was like one of them went in there and screamed and said something was there. Maybe you should go in there. Whoever it is probably isn't hungry anymore, so it's probably fine.
Oh, so never came back out.
Yep.
Okay.
And your preliminary look over, it was locked back up. So they were like done with that room.
And the vulture said it smelled like what?
Yeast.
Yeast?
Yeast. So like
Yeah, yeah.
probably from a
Bakery.
brewing,
No. Brewery.
brewing or bakery, one of the two.
Oh,
Both use yeast.
I
We had a number of things. But yeah.
overlooked this one. Let's see. A few of them trapped our vultures in the nets, while others took several boxes from the vaults. Neither the visitors nor the boxes smelled good.
Excuse me.
So when did this happen? I was just like, is it before the farm or after the farm? I guess.
Probably before. I don't know
Yeah.
how long. Yeah. 'Cause
The farm was only maybe a week ago,
Yeah.
and I'm probably being generous with that. And this happened several weeks ago.
Okay. So that's what we discovered at the farm.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm getting my timetables right.
Yeah.
yeah.
This happened first in that timetable.
I'm kind of curious to see what happened to. So we probably ought to check out the rest of it, or are we good?
Yeah, we can check out the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then
We know there's something in that room.
Yeah.
they're like, by the way, have you seen the bank manager?
Long
We
since
laid,
gone?
and then I say his name to rest. We found
That's
his.
the guard.
No,
I
that
think.
was a
Oh,
guard.
sorry.
No, that's a surly fellow. He didn't like us very much.
Did
No,
we-
the bank manager used to linger on here a long time. She used to come down, but I haven't seen her in a while.
Do you
Oh,
know where
was
she
a
lingered?
ghost?
No. Well, maybe she is now, but she had her body back then.
Yeah.
What room did she linger in?
Well, she would come down here and mess around, and then go up to her office, and
Do you know where her office is?
it's upstairs.
Yeah.
But somewhere she would go, come down here, and then keep going downward, and we heard a sound of a wall opening up, I guess, something big,
Oh, okay.
and she would come and go out of there.
Interesting.
So are they directing it? The sound comes from that direction or this direction?
That direction.
Down there. Okay.
Yeah, and Hiss has already found the secret door.
Mhm. You guys got any dead things?
Define dead things.
People, animals, corpses. Yes.
I mean,
We've got these corpses.
at least two upstairs. Well, three technically.
Well, one upstairs, the other's a statue, so it's not really a corpse.
The corpse here. There's a corpse
Yep.
up here, and then the guy with the eye. Technically, also a corpse.
Fair.
We don't eat, but we do like to chew on corpses.
Oh, sure, sure.
They have the neat flavor.
Yeah. You like bone marrow?
It's mostly just
It's like humans
The-
do with gum.
the main
yeah.
difference is how long they've been dead. Like recently dead have a different flavor than long dead and undead.
Sure. You're not telling us the
I mean,
preference. You like recently
Yeah,
dead?
what do you like?
Just anything. No one really feeds us because we don't eat.
We can. Let's go grab that one corpse that's down here.
Yeah, we'll grab a
We
couple
literally could just grab
corpses
this
and
guy
give 'em-
here
Yeah, that's
real
what I
quick.
Yeah, it kind of falls apart as you pull them,
Well,
as you pull on the corpse.
Yeah.
And so there's enough for both vultures to start munching, and they're happily. Like the stone crushes it, and nothing happens.
My guy's like interesting.
Yeah, we'll
Like
We'll
I
say-
said,
we'll
it's
save a
kinda
couple
like
of
a
the
human
prime
chewing
bones.
gum.
Yeah.
like
No
the knuckle
real
bones, some of the
nutritional value
metatarsals,
to it,
maybe an ulna. I'll
and you're
save
not supposed to
for
eat it.
Horace whenever he needs them.
Oh. Should we check out the vaults or are we?
Yeah.
good?
No, definitely.
Oh, you guys can have this. They like grab their granite head off, pull it up, and just kind of shake it out. Bunch of coins come out.
Oh, cool.
When the bank was more in operation, people thought
yeah, yeah,
to
like a
flick
statue.
coins into the eye sockets to curry their favor, and they're like, it didn't matter either way, but we aren't using them, and you gave us a corpse, so you get 4 gold, 18 silver, and 20 copper.
That's a good year's worth of wage.
I'm not mad at that.
Yay! I can buy some cheese.
Well, that's our lockpick money right there.
That's to replace your lockpicks. Actually, you need to get a keymaker kit. Is that what it's called? Keymaker kit or keymaker?
Oh yeah, that one. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, it's the one that makes the magic copy of the key. Once
Oh,
you
yeah,
pick a
the-
It
lock.
also
the-
gives you a bonus
the
to your
wax press
lockpicking.
kit. And then you, yeah.
No, it's different than that. It's a magic item.
Yeah. You can find it real quick. But
How much is that? Like 800 gold or something?
No, it really wasn't expensive. It might be higher level than we are.
'Cause I haven't heard of that one.
let me go find it.
Wow.
Hey, pick a direction and take us there, Fred.
I mean, I'm still saying let's start at the end and
Yeah.
work our way back.
So we know about this, so that we can move that out of the way, right?
Yep.
So we'll
Alright, so looking in there, let me see what that area looks like.
summoning circles, leaving it alone.
Let's
Wow, these
see.
dice are kind of cursed.
So
What are we rolling?
there's
Sorry.
doors on
I'm
either.
just rolling
Oh, you're
random.
just
a
rolling,
key
okay.
still opens them. You're going to
It's
go on
just
the
I'm
right
rolling
one?
this entire
Yeah.
set together,
Okay.
Like
and
me.
each time I have rolled it together, 2 of the dice have come up with a 1.
Opening that room. This room resembles a disheveled combination of office and living space more than a bank vault. An ornate bed sits in one corner, and dusty shelves and tables line the walls. Scrolls and journals cover most of the surfaces and much of the floor. Glass jars, metals, flasks, ink vials, and a collection of belt pouches are mixed with other detritus scattered about.
Wow.
Any gold or anything? Or do we need to make a perception check?
There is a creature here.
There is a creature.
I'm seeing. They were telling me how it all goes together, and it resembles a
Excellent.
snake.
A snake.
Resembles a snake. Okay. Uh-huh. So, something interesting because of the whole arachnophobia everyone seems to have. World of Warcraft now actually has an arachnophobia button that you can click, and it will turn all the spiders into something else.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, I actually might get my wife to play World of Warcraft now.
Yeah, don't have to look at spiders. Because there are a lot of spiders in that game.
So is Dragon Age. There's a lot of spiders in Dragon Age too. Or 3, I should say.
This is the first time I have not seen a 1 on any of the dice.
Where's page 20? Roll my
3 of these
investigation.
dice actually rolled maximum.
That's not great.
All right, horse.
We are at a 12.
Demetrius.
17.
Track.
13.
Okay.
Oh, that one. Okay.
We rolled bad.
Let's see. Alright. Reading through all of its abilities. Okay. I need to start with that. Okay. So it kind of coils itself up and starts swaying. Everyone give me a will save.
Say that one more time. Everybody what?
Will save.
Will save?
Yeah.
Pass me a water, Fred, please.
Okay. 21 for Tris.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
21 for Horace.
Fred was walking. I thought it was Fred's pants making the noise. I was like, what do you got in your pockets?
Wouldn't you? Never mind.
Stirrups.
Dirty.
You said will save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
26. No, sorry. 24.
24.
24.
So You guys didn't get the bad stuff, which is good. You'll all be flat-footed to it until the end of its next turn. But now it is Demetrius. Demetrius, roll your investigate. You know this is a necrophetius. It's a skeletal construct.
It's a skeletal what?
Construct.
Construct. Okay.
And it has a venom.
Say one more time. It has a what?
It has venom.
Venom.
Venom. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because even though we're all undead, venom affects us.
Mhm.
I literally have nothing vital for it to attack, but it affects me.
All right. Let's exploit vulnerability.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 19. CR4 or lower.
Yep. It has a weakness to bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Excellent.
I will. Yeah, mortal weakness bludgeoning. So I count. So let's stride to be behind it.
Okay.
And because I'm successful, it is flat-footed against me.
Mhm.
Or to the end of this round. So hey, turnabout's fair play. And then let's bite it. Nom nom nom. Might all be for nothing if I roll poorly.
Don't roll poorly then.
Well, it's not like we are given the
All
option.
right. So 11 plus 9 flat-footed.
Can't be like
20?
you will roll well,
Or off
and
hard.
it will listen.
If it
Let's
works,
see.
then
That'll hit.
great.
That'll hit? Beautiful. All
See,
right.
it worked. You both good.
Ooh, 5 and 6. Ooh, almost max damage. What's the bludgeoning weakness?
5.
5. Okay. Shit, I gotta do math. 8. Is that right? 4. No, it's only 6. So 6. 6 plus 11, 17 plus 5, 22.
Okay. Find hit. Let's see. Hiss is up. He'll put up another forbidding ward to give Horace 1 AC.
I can't say I don't appreciate it. I do. But strangely, you've rolled well enough that it doesn't matter. 25. Well, my AC was 19 with the ward.
I can't help it.
I know. Like I said, it's the whole you can't look. You will do this. It's a die.
There's nothing else he wants to do.
And we don't have any gnomes.
So, Track, you're next.
No crazy gnomes, huh?
No gnomes to punt.
You're up, Fred.
Oh, okay.
I think that's like one of the funnest achievements in WoW that we can do in Mists of Pandaria.
I'm going to cast a hex.
Okay.
It's called Nudge Fate. It's only one action and it's one target. And basically, I'm going to make if it the various spend your patron's spool is alter fate. The target fails an attack roll, skill check, or saving throw with a +1 status bonus, which turn a critical failure into a failure or a failure into a success. You grant the target a +1 status bonus on the check, which will activate, changing the outcome appropriately. Can I cast it on the snake, but do it reverse? So if it would have hit with a +1, it now gets a -1? Or is it something that I need to cast on the fighter? Or barbarian?
So you cast
Both
it
are
on an
accurate terms.
ally,
Okay.
and it improves their attack. So you could do it on yourself. You could do it on.
I will do it on the barbarian.
Okay.
And my next. Where's is the barbarian already up there then? Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Yeah, I guess. on the barbarian.
Demetrius is up there.
I'll cast it on that, and then I will cast magic missile again.
Yeah.
Not magic missile, phase missile. Sorry.
Yeah.
7. What do I have? 15.
15 moments.
Okay.
And then horse.
Okay, I will rage and move in and attack. Yes. No.
What's flanking?
Oh, sorry. I was for some reason thinking that was the bad guy. Sorry. My bad.
Wow.
I appreciate.
Wow. I might be the bad guy, but calm down, Fred.
She's not a bad guy.
Just because I'm a bad guy does not mean I'm a bad guy.
Probably the best line from that movie.
The only good line in that whole movie. And then anything Sarah Silverman says, because she's just fucking funny as shit.
Apparently,
Okay.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so you gave me a +1?
No.
If it make a difference.
Yeah.
If it makes a
So-
difference.
If it
So
makes a
determine the
difference.
result. And
Okay, the result is 27 before
Flat-footed.
anything.
Alright.
with a 28 flat-footed crit.
Yeah. So that's a
Does a
crit.
27 flat-footed crit.
Yes.
Then you don't expend the +1.
Okay.
Beautiful. Fuck 'em up, Horace, baby.
Not bad.
I'm not mad at that.
No. 'Cause that's 18 times 2, 36.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It is slashing if it matters.
Bludgeoning would be better.
I know, but I don't have a big club.
I know. I'm like 5 levels away from share weakness.
Like, I feel like, you know how guns have that, it's bludgeoning or piercing, depending on what's better. I feel like
Yeah.
with giant, instinct barbarians, they should have that for their weapons. They're
Cor-
like,
If the weapon's large, it just does.
it's their
Wha-
damage
It's a sword.
or
You flip it on the
bludgeoning,
side
whichever
and
is
smash them
worse.
with it.
We've all seen Cloud play baseball with his Buster sword. We know.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's not supposed to be used by like that.
Hey, whatever.
If I need to use it as a club, I'm going to use it as
Yeah.
a club.
I was trying to think of what that trait is called. Because Samwin has it.
And I mean, if you know how to actually sword fight, you half sword and then you just whack him with the hilt. I mean, the pommel actually, but
Well, that's I allow it. Polearm Master, I allow it with a great sword because that's literally one of the trademark moves is to half hand it and then hit him with the pommel.
yeah.
Okay. So The creature dies. Looking around this room, you notice a few things. One, it looks like above you looks like a trap door. So it looks like,
Like things could fall in
yeah.
and not get out.
And then they would have been killed by the Necrophedius
Oh.
that you guys defeated. And then it just became the room of apparently the bank manager. And in here, like, the bank manager was like
I think the
on
bank
the
manager-
height of like manipulating factions and stuff until she was found out.
yeah.
And then they all dropped support from her. And so she's trying to piece together what happens. There's like the red yarn and parchment
Oh,
trying.
jeez.
And it's all very conspiratorial. And
You're on camera, so you know. Okay. No, you're fine. I do that all the time. I make a crown.
and so.
So do you think she was dropping bodies in and then looting them after the thing killed them?
Yeah, you think this was just like standard security?
like,
Like, you
oh.
go up to the bank manager, start threatening, she presses the button, you go
Like-
plummeting down, then you die.
Sweeney Todd style.
hmm
Love it.
Well, I mean,
And then,
he usually killed him before he sent him plummeting.
Well, I was thinking of like Jabba the
Yeah,
Hutt.
more
Yeah.
dumb.
Let that. Yeah, it makes sense. Dropping them into the.
Sarlacc pit.
yeah,
But not the
Rancor.
the Rancor pit.
Rancor.
Ranker.
Yeah, Rancor.
Yeah.
Not Sarlacc.
Because the Sarlacc
Sarlacc's
pit,
a
they had to
different
fly
thing
out there.
entirely.
Yeah.
As is, it's getting hot in here, and
Yeah.
I
It's
know, that's
getting
kinda
hot
why
in
I said,
here. Take off all
Let's
your.
not bother with a break, play till we're ready to quit, and then just quit. Because it's getting hot and miserable.
Then,
yeah, my house is already hot and miserable.
Yeah, her bedroom's like 90 degrees. It's upstairs
can
in the
imagine.
attic.
16 air conditioners doesn't help.
Yeah.
She's upstairs.
Downstairs makes air conditioner like reasonable, but
I think I will summarize the notes in here later because I'm like, there's a lot, and I'm like, she does what? She helped too, and what happened? I'm like, the heat's getting to me too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, conspiracy theory that failed,
yeah, I'm gonna put failed conspiracy theory.
and let's see. On the other side, let's see. Let's see if we see it. Heavens, keep growing good. How about you guys? Ah, it's not me this time. Alright, track. You're looking at this door across from you, and you can start seeing it open, and you're just like, there's a lot of weight pressed against it, and you're to open this without getting hurt, you'll need to give me a thievery or stealth.
And I guess the rest of us will just hang out in this room.
I am doing.
Sorry, Trek.
I am doing a stealth.
'Kay.
And that will be a 25.
Alright. So you ease this open, and bunch of bones spill out in a controlled manner. And you can like start sweeping them down the hallway. And looking in here, it just appears to be a giant vault full of bones. But eventually, you find a chest. The chest opening is lined with real teeth, and red velvet lines the interior. Inside
God.
is a low-grade cold iron morning star, shaped or forged in the shape of a spiked human skull, as well as 50 silver. The chest is worth 10 gold.
Says rectangle. Wow.
So is it the molars or is it just all the teeth?
It doesn't specify, but
I mean,
I
the
think
way I envision it is they're like trying to give it a appearance of being a mimic.
yeah.
The opening with the teeth and the red velvet, the inside of the mouth is like, oh Jesus, guys.
It's mimic by the name because I think it's trademarked, but yeah.
I don't
But-
know if mimic is taken.
I don't think mimic is.
We'll find out later when they rename it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I was like, I don't remember there being a mimic in PF1 for the OGL reasons. I don't know though.
There were mimics in first.
Were there?
edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
They-
yeah.
And they were called mimics?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
They also had gelatinous cubes.
Yeah.
The one I remember fearing the most was the trap mimic because it turned itself into a trap, and then you had to fight it.
Yeah.
It was
So
awful.
if you failed to disarm it, it sprung as a trap, and then it attacked you. It's like,
The only
You
one that I
son of a
remember
bitch.
would kick you off a mountain.
yeah.
And I was like, that's
I
one
mean, I think the best one I ever saw was in Undermountain. And I don't know, I don't remember, I probably told this story before. But it was a new player, and she literally grabbed a ring and stuck it on in Undermountain. And I'm like, okay, well, I went through all the numbered areas, and I'm like, well, I'll give her a chance. So I just told her, okay, pick a number between 1 and 72, because that was the numbered areas in first through the third floor of Undermountain. And she's like, 69, because that's the best number, right? And I'm like, no. Just because that's where your mind always goes, that is not a good number. So I looked up 69. Well, it was an abandoned Kotoa temple in the middle of a lake. Well, there was this nice rowboat right there on the shore. Got to the middle of the lake, the rowboat turned into a mimic and dragged her into the water and ate her.
Yep.
Because she was naked and couldn't fight back. And she's like, oh! I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
you're dead. Keep looking, or
Yeah, I'm just going through the rooms and going, what is stuff? Alright, so, avoiding the one that you know has bad stuff. I'll just, so, 16, 15, 14. Okay. So the next vault up looks like a documents room.
ooh, perfect.
Looks mostly empty, but a secret compartment was left, and it opens to your key. So it rises out of the floor,
Nice.
and you see a document is an official government contract between the Builders League and the Tax Collectors Union. Where it would normally indicate a date, it simply states, upon the momentous occasion of the foundation of Graydirge Bank. The contract is a legally binding agreement stipulating the Builders League agrees to grant full rights and ownership to the bank upon completion of the site to the Tax Collectors Union, and that its authority regarding all matters concerning the bank is second to the union's authority. However, there is a final clause in which parties from both great factions agree that full authority over the structure and its operation would revert to the Builders League if the Tax Collector Union fails to continuously operate the bank for a period of a year and a day. And that was 2 years ago.
So now we know who owns the bank now.
Yeah. Legally.
Yeah. Maybe invoke it again? Redo it? I don't know.
So what's forgery? Is that thievery?
Society.
Society?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your society?
What?
What's your society? I'm just curious.
4.
Okay.
I'm not intelligent. I went charisma because you went intelligence.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
And then place yourselves in front of the middle room on the right, or left. There. Because every square in there is filled with zombies that hate you. And as soon as the door cracks open a little, the zombies start reaching through, and it's initiative. Well, that's an appropriate roll for a zombie. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
They're probably all gonna die in there. But that's okay.
are they considered a troop?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Horse.
Total of 15. I keep forgetting I am scouting.
Okay. Demetrius.
13. I rolled bad.
Trek.
27.
Okay.
I'm avoiding notice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Mine. Recall knowledge. Any good?
Let's see. What's your bonus again?
10.
No. Your
No,
recall
it's either 8 or 6, depending on. So I don't diverse lore some things, but I believe recall knowledges aren't.
Okay.
So it would be 8.
Alright. So, this is a troop of zombie shamblers. A lot of things. Fun things. Okay.
They're in shambles.
It is Trek. You're up first.
I'll cast Edge Fade on the Barbarian again.
Okay.
I will.
Let's succeed or fail.
You succeeded.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Which side is these zombies at? Is it this side or this side?
Towards you.
Towards you.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm out of everybody's way.
Hmm.
Trying to think what else I can do. So I'm not right next to him. And I will, why not, I'll cast Runic Weapon on the Barbarian too.
Nice. Okay. Horse.
I will rage and start swinging.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna hero point that. Yeah. I don't want a natural one.
Hero point.
Not significantly better. So that is a 15
15 will miss.
Would a 16
with a
hit?
16 hit.
No.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So -5 plus 6. 22.
22 will hit.
Would 23 hit better? No, just
No.
Not yet.
There's no way 23 would crit if a 15 didn't hit.
kidding. I'm just being
I'd be like, what the fuck?
You're like, come on, fate, nudge. I told you, nudge. That's a
Nudge,
crit,
damn it,
right?
nudge.
So 11 plus 12 plus 10, 33.
33. That's about nearly half of them gone in one
And
swing.
oh, it's also slashing.
Yep. Alright, so there used to be a group of them in. Used to be many zombies. Now there are quite a bit fewer. They're knocked down to. They started at 16 squares. They only take up 12 squares now. Let's see. So, math, Brian. There we go. Okay. And then Demetrius.
Well,
Their Shambler Troop. You know, they'll do area damage around people.
let's move to the other side of the door so I can actually hit. Let's exploit vulnerability. Uh, 22 puts me at CR6 or less.
Alright. That's a success.
Weakness.
Can't remember. Do you get all of them or just
Just the
highest?
one.
best.
So it's either the highest weakness or the highest resistance.
Okay.
If I get a critical, I get everything, but I didn't get a critical.
Okay. Let's see. The funniest one to tell you to get is area damage.
So I count as area damage.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you'll notice that slashing also worked about the same. So you can do both if you have slashing on your
Nice.
natural attack. I can't remember.
Yep. I gotta figure out which one's slashing. My claw is. Hey. Cool. So I will
Claws.
claw, and because you can tap both, more than one weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I count as AOE. Wish me luck. 15 plus 9, and they are flat-footed if they can be, because they're weird.
Hmm.
So 24.
Yeah, 24 flat-footed.
That'll be a regular hit.
Say again?
Regular hit.
Awesome. Would a 25 have crit? No, it
No.
wouldn't have.
It was close to it. Needed to be +2. You're only 2 away from the crit.
Okay.
So you're
So,
saying if I had rolled that 16 on my first attack, it would have been a 27.
Yep.
3 and 6. So 9, 10, 9 plus 6, 15. And then the 2 weaknesses.
Another 25 total. Alright.
That's
And now they're down to 8 squares.
ooh.
Let's see.
That's gonna hurt.
Hiss. Use scythe.
Oh no.
Well, Hiss will hero point the scythe and roll worse. Alright, this is what I get for succeeding in finding so much stuff earlier. So he'll miss. Let's see. He's kind of there, but Shambler Mound doesn't really care about AC. So we'll just have a better plan, but hope for a crit. Yeah, no. Alright. And then let's see. They shamble forward because all the front ones are dead. Everybody make a reflex save.
Ouch. 14.
16.
21.
Okay.
Make that a 15.
15? Okay. Alright. Demetrius and Horace take 8 bludgeoning, and Hiss and Track will take 4 bludgeoning.
Alright, this is not considered an attack. Probably not, because it doesn't use an attack roll.
Yeah.
Alright, how much damage did we take?
8.
8, thank you. I just needed to know, it has to be an attack for abeyance.
Yeah. Okay. And then Track. You're up.
Free action of Crackle.
Okay.
So you got the Nudge Fade again. I will cast. Oh, haunting! I can't do haunting him. I got people in front of me.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to cast Harm on my turn to heal everyone up.
Thanks.
You cast harm.
I hate you.
The rat dies. And that's how we find out.
I will cast Phase Bolt. That is a 16.
16 will miss.
Did Hiss not get to go?
Hiss went. He swung his scythe 3 times and missed.
Oh, okay.
Used his technically 4 times because I spent his hero point, and I'm like, it was like one. I went 2, 1, 2, 7, and I'm like,
Ouch.
yeah, that's not great.
Throw that dice in the garbage. Jesus.
Well, that was 3 dice.
Throw all 3 dice in the garbage.
Well, the thing was, they've been rolling good all night, so like he's been nailing all the search and finding hazards and everything. So I'm like, maybe this might come up, but I can't hit with the darn. But I'll find every secret and trap.
Fred nudged fate, but in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for me.
Alright.
Hortus.
Well, already raging, and they're already in my face, so hey, let's just start swinging.
Oh, for my last
So,
action, I'll cast
22.
Shield.
22 will hit.
5, 25.
25,
Slashing.
30. Alright, that takes care of the last of the zombies.
Oh, Horace, they make such a delicious sound when they pop.
It's kind of
Um,
disturbing.
Just bubble wrap.
Four of the zombies have matching onyx gemstones embedded in their foreheads. You can do a crafting or thievery check to get them out unharmed.
Ooh, nice. That's a lot. 23.
Alright. So getting them out undamaged means the whole set is worth 100 gold.
Say again.
The whole set is worth 100 gold.
All 4 gems? 100. Wow.
As sold as a matching set.
Yep. 100 GP's a lot. We're only level
Yeah,
2, right?
significant.
The
Jesus.
funny thing is, it also says if you want, you can just, if you're not confident in that, you can just chop the heads off, because no one in Graydirge would think it's weird.
Oh, that's fair. They're like, oh, cool, skulls as extra.
Yeah.
That's how they display them.
Let's see. And then,
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
yeah, nice.
I had a spasm in my leg.
Hiss will expend a harm, so Track, give me a will save. So everyone's healed 8.
Thank you. That's all I took.
So I'm still down 1.
24.
Here's
24, so you
Oh.
take
What?
4
Oh.
damage.
I got hit for that 1 damage.
But you were raging. Wouldn't your THP cover that?
Actually, yes. So yeah,
I was
I
like, you have like 4
completely forget
THP.
I have THP when I
Casey,
go
you're a
rage.
barbarian, buddy.
It has been so long since
I
I
know.
played Barbarians.
And I had to so hard to sell you on it.
So wrong, Fred.
I know.
Don't worry.
I
Don't
know. We're gonna leave shortly.
All I can think of, I just now doubled my damage. Thanks.
You're welcome. Some of your bandages look loose, so Hiss is going to fix your bandages.
Here, drink
You
this potion
heal
of life.
11.
Okay.
Are we done?
Let's see. That's empty. You guys got that one. Are you going to leave the creature locked in there?
The one in here?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I don't see why we would.
eventually we'll want to kill, but I think for now we're
Eventually, yeah.
fine.
I think for now.
Yeah.
I got a 14-year-old I got to take home.
Yeah. I'm just
I've
making
got to
sure.
drive.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I want to exchange.
You find another corpse. This one has some information. Give me a society check.
Okay.
That's not me.
Not 20. 24.
A lot better than me.
Yeah.
So, you know, this one has the logo of a local brewery
There's the yeast.
called
Yep.
the Crooked Coffin.
The what coffin?
Crooked Coffin.
Crooked coffin? Thank you.
And he is wearing +1 hand wraps of mighty blows.
Oh, what I have.
Yeah.
That's great.
His can use them.
Well, we can give them
But,
to
yeah.
you, because Jeremiah's other half has bites, because he's also a ghoul.
Yeah.
Crooked coffin
Yeah.
brewery. And +1 hand wraps.
Alright. And then going upstairs in the bank manager's office. Well, that's fun. It'll work for track. The office table looks like it has a lavish meal on it. Track realizes this is a trap. It's gonna make you want to eat the meal, and the meal's not really there. And one of the ways to turn it off is saying prayers to Urgathoa. So
Cool.
Hiss does that because that's what Hiss do. And let's see. There's a headdress that is worth 10 gold, and a +1 returning star knife.
That's really good, actually.
Turning star knife.
Yeah.
Is that a
Nice.
martial weapon or is it a?
It's a martial weapon. And with the information that the thieves came from the crooked coffin,
Yeah.
let me get to the end of this. Yeah, you can report that. And we'll start the next chapter of the next and final chapter of the book. You guys level up to 3.
Whoa! Level 3, baby! And I'll add up all the money.
And then I will let you guys know as soon as I know whether we're still going to play on Sunday. Plan is yes, but I'm hanging out with family, so I'll find out if it'll
Oh, that's fine.
Impact.
Yeah, if we can't play Sunday, that's not gonna hurt my feelings.
yeah.
But if we can, cool. If not, whatever. Figure it out.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our extra long play session with no break.
I love it.
But thank you guys for joining us. Feel free to visit the fellow shop on your way out. Get all that delicious loot that we've recovered from the Graydirge Bank.
Yeah, get your +1.
Returning star knives.
Oh Christ, what are the hoodies? Get your +1
yeah.
hoodie of whatever.
Your Fellowship Gaming hoodie
Alright.
that Mike got.
Yeah.
That he moved.
Alright.
Son of a bitch.
I might have to talk to the wife. Be like, can I have one?
And have a
Just
good
remember,
night, everyone.
go a size above what you think you need. Or two.